So we're finally getting into the speed of things, where stuff is all picking up, and all the characters are kind of converging together slowly, and we're gonna be getting to the parts where we're starting to make decisions a little bit more often. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to create a different ending than what I got, and hopefully it's not gonna be another shitty one, because if it is, I don't really know what I could do. Like, I know there's a fast forward option, so what I could do is just fast forward everything all over again that I've already seen and just get to the choices immediately, which I may or may not do, because honestly, if I have to do it a third time, I'm not going to want to reread absolutely everything all over again, to be completely honest. So hopefully the ending I get is going to be satisfactory, because if it's not, you know the spaz I had. If you saw the video about the last ending, you would know that I spazzed pretty hardcore. So I don't really want to be worse than that. So we're just gonna casually keep going and just kind of hope for the best. I leave Lord Godwin's house feeling satisfied because I was able to secure funding for my research thanks to Frederick. Frederick wants to see the girl tomorrow, so I have to find her right away. I look up at the sky to see the sun above me. The girl should be at the factory at this time. Aren't I forgetting something? Oh, I promised Aretha we'd go see a kinetoscope show today. I look at my chronometer. I think there's still time to see the show with Aretha before going to the factory, but if I see the show, I'll only arrive at the factory around sundown and may not have much time to look for the girl. On the other hand, if I go to the factory now, I'll have more time to look for the girl. What should I do? Meet Aretha at the theater or look for the girl at the factory? I went to the factory the first time around, so as much as I really want to go to the factory, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to the theater, just in case something bad happens. Because if I'm conflicted, and my cousin is upset about something. I think she's mad about Town of Salem because she was playing that last I talked to her. So yeah, stop that. Wait, it's a fruit in the same way cucumber and tomatoes are fruits. Oh, the video where D-News Trey, I think his name was mentioned, that the pumpkin is indeed a fruit, and that weirds me out, because I thought it was like a vegetable. So, yeah, I guess I could put a little card thingy up in the corner here to kind of point to that and be like, hey, look at this cool thing, because, yeah, I like the science side of YouTube. It's pretty interesting. So anyway, we're going to the theater. Oh, I got a point! I got a point between them! I already made a promise with Aretha. I have to go see her. Now, where is the omnibus stop? I arrived here this morning in Professor Poe's personal carriage, but he's gone somewhere with Lord Godwin. Looking around, I find myself surrounded by big and luxurious houses. Even among the bourgeois, not many people can afford to live in this area. There don't seem to be any omnibuses. Everyone is riding his own personal carriage. Occasionally, there are also taxi carriages. I pick a direction and walk, trying to dig into my memory of riding with Professor Poe this morning. Not here. Wait, I think we took this turn. There really are no omnibus stops around this area. Aristocrats just don't use omnibuses, I guess. Finally, I give a signal to a passing taxi carriage, which then descends in front of me. I get on the carriage as soon as it stops. After I tell the driver my destination, the carriage takes off again and flies. The carriage drops me off on the street right in front of the theater, a busy street in a business district in central Overture. As soon as I get off, the carriage picks up another passenger and takes off to the sky. Aretha is already waiting at the theater entrance. Did you just arrive in a taxi carriage? Have you suddenly become rich? Not rich, but I am in store for some money in the very near future. Huh? I convinced Lord Godwin to fund my research. Actually, his son did. Well, it's a long story. Oh. Aren't we going to watch a kinetoscope show? Let's go inside. Yeah, let's. Aw, they're so cute! Oh, that looks really neat. I like that one. This one seems interesting too because it's Sleeping Beauty, and that's like one of my favorite fairy tales. Because Maleficent, oh my lord, I love her. She's like my favorite Disney villain. Like, I have a plush of her, actually, and I plan on getting a seatbelt belt of her, and just, like, everything that any kind of merch I can get of Maleficent, I'm probably gonna get, honestly. Probably. Anyway, where's my mouse? There it is. Of the 20 to 30 people inside the theater, only 2 or 3 are aristocrats, while the rest are bourgeois. Sorcerer seems to be the more popular with aristocrats. Maybe it's the thrill of seeing people bleed for your entertainment. Well, there is tons of history behind that. Ancient Greeks. It was either the Greeks or the Romans. I can't remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Greeks. Sorry. I have to take drinks of energy drink every once in a while. I got sick of drinking water. But energy drinks, well, not really an energy drink, it's more of a sports drink, and that's okay, I guess. It's not, like, really all that good for you, though. But it's not bad, I guess. I don't know. It's Powerade. Powerade's okay. I like the blue one. The theater is much smaller than I thought. Oh. Someone was talking. Oops. Kinescope shows are a new form of entertainment. They're not very popular yet. So what are we watching today? Aretha leads me to a wall on which 2 posters are hung. One of the posters shows a drawing of a young woman in courtly dress lying atop some kind of bed and a young man standing next to her. At the top is written the title Sleeping Beauty. The other poster shows a drawing of some kind of bizarre mechanical bunny holding some kind of illuminated sword. The title is Populux and the Candy House. Franz, which one do you want to watch? Oh, wait, he shows Sleeping Beauty? I'm a little surprised. I thought I was going to get a choice, first of all, and second of all, I didn't really take Franz as a Sleeping Beauty type. But then again, when I think about it, it does kind of fit his character, because he's pretty innocent, and it's a pretty nice, cute, innocent story. So, yeah. I'll watch Sleeping Beauty. Okay, go buy our tickets. Let's go buy our tickets. I can't do her voice right now either. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't do people's voices like I used to. This is weirding me out. After buying our tickets, Aretha and I join the rest of the audience in front of the big white screen. Not long after that, the show begins. First, the light. The kinescope operator casts an illumination spell to project an image onto the screen. He's gonna break it down scientifically. He's got such an intelligent brain, but my god, can he just... I know that smart people, or at least really, really smart people, the way that they enjoy things is by picking everything apart intellectually. And, like, that's great. I do it sometimes too. But, like, there's got to be a moment where you just enjoy it for the sake of how it is. And you just don't pick it apart. Because you don't always have to pick everything apart in order to enjoy it. But, whatever. Franz, do your thing. Next, the projecting machine casts a spell to run the film strip and alternatively open and close the shutter inside. The image on the screen begins to move as the shutter makes a repeated click, clack, 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 clack sound. A kinescope can only provide visuals, so a storyteller stands next to the screen and narrates the story. Well, that's a little different. Sometimes he also acts out the character's dialogue. To enhance the experience, the story is accompanied by an orchestra, but unlike in a sorcerer match where you'd see a full-size symphony orchestra, here it's just a chamber orchestra consisting of no more than 15 musicians. And then the story. The story begins with the birth of a king and queen's long-wished-for child. The king and queen throw a banquet and invite 7 fairies to celebrate the birth of the new princess. 7? I haven't read the original versions. Like, I forget the name of the author right now. But, like, he's the one who created the stories to begin with, and then Disney made them kid-friendly and not grotesque. So, the Disney version that I'm used to had 3 fairies. Not 7. At the banquet, the fairies each seat themselves before a golden box containing golden jeweled utensils. That also wasn't in the Disney version. However, a fairy who is overlooked enters. She is offered a seat, but not in front of one of the golden boxes, since only 7 were made. Angry that she doesn't get a golden box for herself, the bad fairy places the princess under an enchantment. Before her 20th birthday, the princess will prick her hand on a spindle and die. What? Is that really how it went in the original? The bad fairy is Maleficent, but Maleficent... That's not how it went in Disney, so my mind is just like, what? And I'm just like, So I'm sorry if this is really bizarre to anybody, to my like when it comes to my reactions, but like, that's just so petty. Over a golden box of golden utensils, like I wouldn't fucking care. So what? You got gold. Gold is like, it's soft. There's no way you could put it in a dishwasher. You'd have to wash it all by hand, and even then you'd probably have to be careful, because if you heat up the water too much and put the gold in, then it would probably like be too soft and it would be too malleable in order to like wash your dishes properly. Like, well, maybe I'm wrong about that, because gold may not be that sensitive, but like gold is still pretty fucking, I don't understand why it's so valuable, because it's just, whatever. One of the good fairies tries to reverse the curse, but she can only do so partially. Instead of dying, the princess will fall into a deep sleep for 100 years, and only a true love's kiss will awaken her. The princess grows into childhood and then into adolescence. All the while, the king and queen try to keep her away from spinning wheels or spindles. They forbid the possession of one throughout the land. But one day, when the king and queen are away, the princess comes upon a spindle, and the curse is at last fulfilled. The sleeping princess is then carried to the finest room of the palace and placed upon a bed of gold and silver embroidered fabric. When the king and queen pass away, the entrance to the castle is sealed, and the good fairy uses her magic to summon a forest of trees, brambles, and thorns that spring up around the castle, shielding it from the outside world. 100 years pass. One day, a prince spies the hidden castle during a hunting expedition. I don't think it was during a hunting expedition when it came to Disney, but Disney probably wouldn't put that in there anyway, just because they're trying to be really kid-friendly. So, man, I haven't seen that one in a really long time. I need to watch it all over again. I don't remember all the events and how they went quite as clearly as I normally would, because when I was a child, I friggin' watched those back-to-back all the time, every day, and like, after I watched the movie, I'd rewind it, because it was on a tape. I'm old enough where it was with tapes. And I'd rewind the tape, and then I just watched again. And then I'd rewind the tape, and then I'd watch it again. And I just did that all the time. Like, I'd watch the same movie like at least 3 times in a row. I can't do that now. Do not have the retention for that right now. But like, that's what I used to do. That's what I did. He well knows from legends told to him when he was a boy that within the castle lies a beautiful princess who was doomed to sleep for 100 years, and he knows how to break the magic spell. The prince braves the tall trees and brambles and thorns and enters the castle. At last he comes across the chamber where the princess lies asleep and awakens her with true love's kiss. See, I don't understand how that's true love's kiss. If that's the case, that's not true love's kiss, because he doesn't love her. He just was like, I'm gonna save you from your eternal sleep by doing what I was told would help you, so I'm gonna kiss your mouth now. And then he does it, and then she wakes up. And then somehow they fall in love over that. Like, at least with Disney, they had some sort of meeting beforehand that would have indicated that, yes, it is possible for him to have liked her even a little bit. The end, of course. How was it? The kinetoscope is pretty cool, right? Hey, I think I fixed her voice. I think I can do it! Yeah! Watch as I fuck up again. It's definitely an interesting piece of technology. Can't say the same about the story, though. Huh? What's wrong with the story? What's wrong with... Look, I can imagine a spell to put a target into a deep sleep, but one that activates only when the target pricks her hand on a spindle, more than 10 years after the spell is cast? No, that's silly. It's just a story, Franz. Well, yeah, but even a story has to make sense. I mean, how does the prince lift the curse 100 years after it was cast? It's illogical. Was it a compassion-based magic? You couldn't tell. Nobody had an aura when any of the spells were invoked. Franz. It's a fairy tale from hundreds of years ago, long before we had magical science. Well, fine, but do you know what the worst part is? I think I know, but I hope I'm wrong. The kiss! Yep, I said the same thing. Oh, gods, I'm right. How do you cast a spell with a kiss? You cast a spell with a hand. Come on, even given that it was a fairy tale, there's a limit to how ridiculous a story can be. It's the power of true love, Franz. Come on, don't be so literal-minded. And that's another thing. The prince sees the princess for the first time, and the first thing he does is steal a kiss without her consent? That's sexual harassment! Thank you, Franz! That's exactly what it is. Franz, what happened to your childhood? Where did your sense of wonder go? Oh, boys, you're all so serious and literal all the time. Lighten up. Look, I'm an engineer and I can still enjoy a fairy tale. In the end, she gets me to concede that the story is pretty good as long as it is treated as fantasy and not, despite featuring magic in the story, science fiction. Are you going home now? Actually, I have something to do. I look at my chronometer. It looks like I have to go now if I want to arrive at the factory before sundown. I need to look for something. Oh, are you looking for your sense of wonder? I'll help. I am not looking for my sense of wonder. I keep it stuffed under my mattress at home. Okay then, see you on Monday, friends. Yeah, see you on Monday. Watch as I accidentally say that to somebody where I mean Monday, but I say Moon Day, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck's Moon Day? And I'm gonna be like, oops. It's from a video game. Oops. Alright. Now I have to go to the factory and look for that girl. I hope we get there in time. Having nothing to do while sitting alone on an omnibus gives me ample time to think about my research. I'm still not sure if I'll be able to find anything new from the research, but if I can get the girl to help, I should at least be able to produce some interesting experimental data. Like Professor Poe said, even if the research ultimately fails, it will be okay as long as I can add to the literature about compassion magic. I can just point out any random deviation from normal results and mention anything that correlates with that finding. I'll end the paper by noting that nothing conclusive can be inferred yet from my research and further studies are needed to formulate a theory. The rest is up to my writing skill. Writing skill is important too. Running my thesis through a few drafts will make it shine even if the paper doesn't offer up a scientific breakthrough. I worry about Frederick though. He seemed genuinely interested in this research. He's not. But I'm not very confident that I'll be able to replicate what I saw yesterday at the moon. Well, that can be payback for the joke he played on me. But what was I feeling back then when that girl cast her spell? Why was I so sure that she revived the broken piano? Why did I feel that I had heard a note? What was so different about the way she cast her spell? We're about to find out! Hopefully. Last time we didn't. So, answers must be achieved here. I get off the omnibus on a street nearby the factory. I walk along the city street towards the factory. It shouldn't take me long to get there, but I need to hurry. The street is quieter out here where the Poles live. There are almost no vehicles crowding the sky, and most of the shops are closed. While I'm walking, I spot two people in the distance who strike me as odd, because one is a bourgeois woman and another is a proletariat man in an unusual getup. Watching closer, I realize that the man is assaulting the woman. Oh right, hey, I forgot about this. Give me all your money and mana potions. I'll give you everything. Please don't hurt me. The woman is whimpering as she takes out her money and mana potions from her purse. Here, please let me go now. Let you go? Sure, lady, in just a second. But please don't! The man strikes the woman hard, sending her body tumbling to the ground. Ah! Looking down at the woman, the man pops the cap off a mana potion and swings it down. You know these things taste a lot better outside the factory. An aura of intelligence emanates from him. It bothers me to see someone so unintelligent using intelligence magic. Summon! A bucket full of water gushes out from his hand. It doesn't physically hurt the woman, but now she's completely drenched. Well, little lady, now you're all wet. Maybe I should drag you back to our place and get you a dry set of clothes. Our place? Who is he referring to? The woman notices me then. Her eyes are pleading. Help! Help me! What should I do? I can use magic for sure, but I've never been in a fight. Seeing the woman asking for help, the man looks in her direction. Hey boy, don't be causing no trouble now. Go mind your own business. Aw, damn, this is bad. I quickly gather my faith and pray to the gods that my whip will be strong enough to throw him across the street. The man is preparing another water spell to attack me. He's using more mana than last time. I have to send him flying before I can unleash the water. Woo! Lightning! All of a sudden, a bolt of lightning rips through the sky and strikes the man on the head. The sound is so loud that it hurts my eardrums. He collapses immediately, though he continues to convulse for a few seconds. Oh man, that would be so gross to see in person. I'd probably puke or get really weirded out really fast, personally, because, like, anything similar to that is just like, ugh, cannot do. Like, I can't even handle medical equipment and being in a hospital. I just, ugh, no. If I got seriously injured and I had to go to a hospital, I'd probably have a mental breakdown. Because just the whole thing, just the IV in my arm, and just, no. I've had an IV before and I don't like it. I'm gonna get my mind off of it. Ugh. Standing over the unconscious man is a policeman whose magical aura is still very strong even after unleashing his magic. In a city where every citizen is capable of using offensive magic spells, it is the police's job to keep everyone in their best behavior. That's why one has to be a very powerful mage in order to join the police. Ordinary magicians aren't accepted. The police officer picks up the money and mana potions the man took from the woman and walks to her. You alright? He hands the money and potions to her and helps her to her feet. Yes, thank you, officer. Be careful out here. There's a group of patrols going around to target the upper classes. Can you walk? Yes. Please come with me to the police station. I need you to give us a statement. Our medical staff will also take a look at you. Okay. The officer walks back to me. What were you doing to him? I was just walking through when I saw the man assaulting the woman. It looked like he was going to attack me as well. I was just trying to defend myself when he came. I see. Please be careful. These people are getting more dangerous. These people? He gives me a sharp look. Libertans. They are members of Libertad, a group of extremist proles. They hate the bourgeois and the aristocrats. Oh, I see. It's not hard to guess why they hate us. Can I go now? The policeman thinks for a second. Yeah, get out of here. Just be careful and try to avoid going to a proles area if you can. Okay. I can't tell him that I'm going to a proles area right now. The policeman picks up the unconscious body of the Libertan and carries him on his shoulder. Then he and the woman get on the policeman's carriage and fly off. Despite the warning, I assume my request to the factory in order to look for the girl. Resume. Did I say resume? I think I said assume. I resume my quest to the factory in order to look for the girl. Apparently, I am literally putting my life on the line for scientific research. That's rather cool if I do say so myself. I'll have to tell Aretha at school on Monday. Do I get there in time? I found the factory again with little difficulty. Now I just need to find that girl. The sun was already bright red. I watched the factory workers who were already leaving the factory, but it's not easy to find one girl among hundreds. I feel like this version, where you go to the Kinetoscope show and then come to the factory, is a lot shorter than the first version, where you're just looking through the whole Proles districts. Because I think that's what he was doing before? I can't remember. It's been a while since I edited that episode. But, yeah, I feel like this version is shorter. Okay, I stand outside the entrance for several minutes, but I still haven't seen the girl. It's no wonder. The factory is huge, and this isn't the only exit. What if she leaves through another one? I circle the factory while watching the workers as closely as I can, hoping to catch a glimpse of the girl. After walking a few hundred feet, I come across a backyard. It's the same backyard I found yesterday. Not knowing where else to go, I enter through the same small opening I went through yesterday. Of course, this is where I found her yesterday. So this is where I can find her again. She's sitting at the piano just like yesterday. Oh, he doesn't accidentally listen in on her piano playing this time. He actually pops up right in front of her. That's a different kind of reading. Hello there. Hello. This is awkward. It's times like this that I wish I had Aretha's sociability. Were you just playing the piano? Of course she wasn't. The piano is broken, but I needed a conversation starter. The girl stands up and inches closer to me away from the piano. Yeah, was practicing the piano, but you see, this piano is actually broken. So, actually, I was just pretending to play the piano. Oh, but I'm sure you played it perfectly. That's not true at all. I made 3 mistakes. I see. Well, since the piano didn't make any sounds, I don't think anybody noticed. Yeah, I guess. It'd be nice if we could repair it, though. The girl's eyes gleam when she hears about repairing the piano. Yeah! By the way, I'm Franz. Elise. Nice to meet you, Franz. Nice to meet you, Elise. By the way, why are you here? Are you an engineer inspecting the factory? Well, actually, I tell Elise about my research and how I had seen her try to revive the broken piano yesterday. What? You saw me yesterday? Oh, that was embarrassing. You must have thought I was strange trying to revive a broken piano. No, in fact, please don't tell anyone. Like, seriously, pretty please? Too late. I've told Frederick, Lord Godwin, and Professor Hill. Why? Because, Elise speaks softly, I kinda tricked my supervisor into giving me an extra bottle of mana potion so I could cast a spell on my piano. Oh, don't worry. It's not going to be a problem. Phew! Thanks. I think my cat's back. Cat, why do you have your head inside my snowball microphone box? Wait, what are you doing? She's scratching at something there. I wish I could show you what it looks like. It looks so weird. Half her body is in the box and the other half is just sticking out with her butt and tail. Her name's Maybon, by the way. My cat's name is Maybon. She looks relieved. I never thought about it yesterday, but a factory worker couldn't normally have had enough mana left after work to cast Revive. So, are you going to try again? Try what? Reviving the piano. My supervisor will kick me out of the factory if I ask for mana potions again. Oh, really? Well, I can get you potions. What? Actually, I belong to a research project that's interested in learning more about how compassion magic works. Elise, let's fix the piano. You could help us a lot just by trying. But is that even possible? Compassion magic doesn't work like that. Well, we don't know that for sure. I mean, you almost did it yesterday. Didn't you hear a sound from the piano when you cast your revive spell? Oh, so it wasn't just me. That's right, and that's why you've got to try again. Don't worry about the potions. I can get you as many as you need until you're able to fix the piano. If we can figure out what happened yesterday, it would change the world. Elise turns to face the piano. She reaches out her hand to touch the piano slowly. I don't know whose piano this was, but it reminds me of the one we used to have at home. Well, at the house I used to call home. My parents bought the same model when I was 4. I played it all the time. Like, all the time. I was wondering how a Pole was able to learn to play the piano, but from what she just said, I understand that she must have come from a bourgeois family. I'm curious how she fell into this life. Where are her parents now? Okay. She turns suddenly and points a finger at me. I will help you with your research. Let's fix this piano. Great. Let's do it, Elise. Yeah. I'm definitely going to make this piano sing again before I turn 16. I don't know what's so significant about turning 16, but sure, I'll laugh along. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot that Frederick wants to see your magic. Yeah? There is someone that I'd like you to meet tomorrow. Who? He is... Last time I said sponsor. This time, I guess I'll say friend, because Franz is pretty dumb enough to think that Frederick would be his friend, so... Yep. And he's not really technically his sponsor either, I guess. Like, he's related to the sponsor, which is Lord Godwin, but he's not actually the sponsor in himself. Himself. Don't know what would be the proper term. But yeah, so friend. Oh, points! He's my friend. We're sort of working together on this research project. Why do I have to see him? Well, he said he wanted to see your magic. I think he's very interested in compassion magic. But I have work. Isn't tomorrow Sunday? Yeah, but I still have work. Can't you take leave? I could, yeah, but we don't get paid if we don't come in. What should I do? I can't make Elise lose 1 day's worth of pay, but on the other hand, I don't want to disappoint Frederick. Should I just make him wait until Elise has an off day? No, that won't do. If Frederick changes his mind, I might lose the funding. Oh, right, the funding! Well, how about this? I'll pay you twice your daily wage at the factory if you take an unpaid leave tomorrow. What? No, I can't possibly take that much money from you. Don't worry, it's not my money. This project I'm doing has its own budget. You're covered. She is hesitating. And here I figured I cannot talk, what the fuck? And here I figured any pro would be happy to be offered money. Are you sure that's okay? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'll go with you tomorrow. Great! I tell her the location of an omnibus stop between this area and my apartment where we'll meet tomorrow morning at 9. Alright, now I need to tell my supervisor that I won't be coming to the factory tomorrow. Sounds good. I'll see you tomorrow, Elise. See you, Franz. I want them to have a really cute friendship, if not a relationship, so bad right now. Because if I look at the relationship points, like... I've got 2! I'm so excited! I've got points! Like, I really want Franz and Aretha to be together as a couple. Because, like, that's kind of, like, my ideal. Because, like, they're friends and, like, they kind of act like a couple already anyway. And, like, I want them to, and I want Franz and Frederick to become friends at some point, too. But I'm not sure if I want Elise to be with Frederick. Because I kind of want Elise to be with Franz, because Franz is better, because he's less possessive than Frederick. But I don't know. I don't really know how I want this to go, so... Well, we'll just kind of see what happens, I guess. I'm so excited. With a bright face, Elise begins to skip down a grassy path to the factory to talk to her supervisor. It's getting dark. I have to get home as well. I'll take an omnibus this time. A trip by taxi carriage can easily cost more than a factory worker's daily wage. He's home. But I think this is a different picture than what I was shown the last time when we got home. I get off the omnibus at a stop near my apartment. I walk back with light steps, feeling satisfied that I've managed to get the girl, Elise, to agree to help my research. As soon as I'm back in my room, I lie down on the bed. I'm exhausted after everything that's happened today. Meeting Lord Godwin and pitching my research to him, watching a kinescope show, going all the way to the Proles District, almost getting into a fight with a Libertad member, meeting Elise and getting her to agree to help me. Wow, you had a long day, man. That's enough excitement for one day. Yeah, I'd agree. Like, man, I wouldn't want to deal with all that. I don't really like busy days. I like just being able to relax most of the time. No, sometimes busy days are nice. It kind of just depends. Excuse me. Especially that confrontation with Libertad. Just what the hell are they? I can understand Proles hating the bourgeois, but something about Libertad is bugging me. But I don't want to think about that right now. I don't want to think about anything. I'm tired. So tired. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off. I am so excited. I'm taking different routes and I've got different kinds of relationship points going on than the last time, I think. And like, I don't know, I'm just kind of convinced that everything's gonna be cool. And it's a lot easier to keep track as to how the story will unfold with the relationship points, I think. Because they do have something to do with how it all works, as we have found out from what the forums on Steam say and such. So I'm pretty excited to see how this new thing will help when it comes to getting different endings. Because, yeah, before there wasn't any of that and you just kind of went along with it and hoped for the best. So it wasn't really all that great. So I kind of like this better because then you can like, I don't know, it's just nicer to have the relationship points so that you can just kind of keep track of where everything is and how everybody's acting towards each other. And yeah, I don't know, I just like it more. So I will see you guys in the next one, which will be on a Wednesday as per usual. Bye. Hey guys, and that was an octave higher. If you're interested in checking out the next episode, then just click on the icon on the right hand side. If you're interested in any of the other games that I have listed here that have very similar storylines that are pretty intricate, I would say to check them out as well. And if you want to subscribe, just click my icon and we're good to go. So yeah, see you later.